Hi guys, welcome back to the Adventurous Trio. This week is going to be all about how we get Wi-Fi on the road. So for the past 10 months, we have tested about 4 different Wi-Fis. So for starters, let's go over to number 1. So the first thing we're going to talk about is Starlink. If you're thinking about doing RV life or you're already into it, you have probably heard of Starlink. We are using the standard kit, and that cost us for the equipment about $300. And then the monthly plan, we are using the unlimited roam for $165. There are other plans you can choose from. Starlink will work pretty much anywhere unless you have very heavy obstructions. Even right now, we do have a few obstructions with the tops of the trees, and the boys are still able to do their gaming. I'm still able to work. It is still functioning, but there are some drop-ins and drop-outs, but it still works. So Starlink will work everywhere as long as there aren't any heavy obstructions. So that's all for the Starlink right now. On to number 2. So number 2 is the Winegard. So most of the time your RV will come with one of these, whether it is the 4G or the 5G, it depends on the year. We have the 4G. And most of the time they don't come with the gateway, which is the piece that goes on the inside. So it just comes with this outside piece here. On the inside, we purchased the gateway 4G LTE. It was about $330, and we bought it from Amazon. So monthly, it depends on the carrier. Now what's cool about these is that you can get a prepaid SIM card from all 3 carriers, T-Mobile, Verizon, AT&T, and they also have their Freedom Go plan as well. Unfortunately, none of them that I have found have unlimited. So it's not unlimited data. You just load the SIM card every month, you put it into the system, and then you use that data. But the good thing about them is that you get all 3 carriers. So if you wanted to keep all 3 SIM cards on hand, and depending on where you were, whichever one worked best, you pop that one in there and you're getting the best service. So that's a little bit about the Winegard for now. All right, so this is the inside part. This is the gateway I was talking about. The gateway doesn't come with the RV, not that I know of. Some maybe come with them. So we purchased this from Amazon, and it was quite expensive. And it just pops off. So you have your inside, and then you put your SIM card in here, and it actually holds 2 at a time. So if you want to switch between the 2, you can do that. Right now we have AT&T in there, but we have not used it for about 4 months, maybe even longer. We've used this one the least out of all of the things we're going to talk about here. And the reason being is because our Starlink and our next one we're going to talk about have worked way better. This guy right here, pain in the butt. Major pain in the butt. If you know how to work their system, their online system, kudos to you. It's very confusing. I managed to figure it out when we absolutely needed it. Again, that's why it's good, because you can switch through carriers. We were in the forest. Starlink wasn't working very well. T-Mobile wasn't working very well. We went and got a Verizon SIM card. It worked perfectly. So yeah, so it's good, but a pain in the butt to set up.
And their customer service is rude.
Yes, customer service has been rude about we've called in maybe 20 times, and every time, not so good. Moving on to number 3.
And then, if you were wondering, she's on the bed, and I'm laying there.
And this here is the T-Mobile Away. The device itself is free as long as you have a plan with them. We have the unlimited plan, which is $165 a month. And unlike the Winegard or the Starlink, it is super simple to set up. You just plug it in, and that is all you have to do. You can go into the T-Mobile store, sign up for the plan, and they will give you the modem right there in the store. If it's called a modem, I don't know. So yeah, you just plug it in. It works really great in the cities, in the towns. Anywhere there is a T-Mobile tower, it does not work so great in the middle of nowhere. But other than that, it's fantastic. And last but not least is a cellular hotspot. So we have the Verizon Unlimited Plus plan. We get about 30 gigabytes of unlimited high-speed data, and anything over 30 gigabytes, it slows down, but it's still unlimited. Everybody has a phone. Verizon works great for us, mostly because we usually are using other Wi-Fi sources. So I can't really say if Verizon or AT&T is better, but what I have noticed with the Winegard is that in the middle of nowhere kind of situations, AT&T and Verizon have kind of been the best. T-Mobile, not so much. Okay, so those are the 4 things that we have used. Let's go over everything really quickly again and just do a little short recap. So number 1 is Starlink. We paid $300. It's $165 a month. Works everywhere unless it has a lot of obstructions. Number 2, T-Mobile Away. The device itself is free, costs $165 a month, unlimited, works everywhere except in the middle of nowhere. Winegard. We don't have that much experience with it. It costs $330. Monthly depends on which carrier SIM card you decide to go with. You have 4 options. Their plan, T-Mobile, AT&T, Verizon. They all have their own rules and everything for their plans. None of them have unlimited. You just buy as you go. And then number 4 is the cellular service. We actually pay $55 a month for our unlimited plus plan, but that price is only because we have a bunch of lines on our plan. So I don't know what the price would be if it were just you and your spouse or just you. So out of all of those, our favorites are Starlink and T-Mobile Away. T-Mobile Away for me works better with the business. It works great when I go on TikTok Lives. It works great for uploading videos. It works great for everything except if we're in the middle of nowhere, which we try not to do very often because we have a business. Starlink. Starlink is probably our favorite. It is the fastest. You can use it everywhere as long as there's no obstruction. So when you are booking your RV spot, just see if that place on Google Maps has a bunch of trees or not. If you're going to be going in the middle of the forest, maybe there's an RV park that doesn't have a lot of trees where the RV sits. Unless the trees are shorter than your RV, then you can put it on your roof. For Verizon on our phones, it has worked pretty much everywhere except in the middle of nowhere. So that is it. If you guys have any questions whatsoever, please drop them down below. I am going to leave all of the links to everything down there below. If you decide to go with Starlink and you click our link down there, you will get a month free. I will get a month free, so that would be great. Like this video if you like it, subscribe if you haven't already, and we will see you next week.